Hi, welcome to Love Unfiltered. I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Sherry. And today's topic is a good one. So I was reading this, the Don't You Effing Dares of Marriage. And it had listed 8 things that you should never do during your marriage. And one of the things on there I disagree with, and I wanted to see how you thought about it.
Okay.
And so the one I disagreed with was don't stop making plans with your friends and put your romantic relationship before everyone else once you get married. I think you should put your marriage before your friends. I don't think you should give up your friendships, but I still think you should put your marriage before your friends.
Hmm. Okay. My take on it is I
Uh-huh.
guess I agree. I can agree with both your premise and the premise that you found online.
Oh, okay.
Uh yes, I agree that you should put your family and your spouse first. Uh However, you are still a person.
Uh-huh.
You still should have your own life,
Uh-huh.
you know. So I would say there's a time and place that there's a discussion that needs to be had,
Uh-huh.
right? That and it can't happen. Let's say I'm going to go hang out with my friends,
Mm-hmm.
or I want to go and hang out with my friends,
Right.
right? That want or that hanging out shouldn't be the day of.
Uh-huh.
That it should be, I would give it at least 3 days before that.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I plan on doing this on Saturday,
Okay. With
right?
with your friends.
With my
Okay.
friends. Do you have any plans that's going to stop me from doing that?
Okay. Okay. And so it said, don't stop making plans with your friends and put your romantic relationship before everyone else once you get married. Okay. And so I agree with that, but I don't think you should put it before your marriage. And
Mm-hmm.
so here's my case in point. Like when we were newly married, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like we was newly married, like
Mm-hmm.
within the first couple of years, like once we left Guam, we was in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had friends that you would hang out with.
Right.
And so maybe I'm thinking because like I like the friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say Bruce and what was that other guy's name?
Grizz.
Grizz. Okay. But I guess I'm thinking maybe the person need to like vet their friends now. Like, when you're single, you have different friends, and now you're married, and your friends might still be single. And so they still kind of wild out there. And so maybe that's what I'm thinking about. So let me change it that you might have to give up or not hang out with certain friends. Can we amend it to that? Do you think that? Because, like, didn't you decide that, woo, after a while, like, I can't be hanging with these
No,
fools?
just here's my thing. Here's my
Because
thing.
they were out there.
Right, right.
Because they still
But
looking for women, chasing
what,
women, but you married.
right, but if there's that if 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 in your relationship you have
Mm,
built trust, you have built the trust to know that you're not going to be out there doing foolish things that unmarried folks are doing,
uh-huh,
right? And so you trust the fact that hey, he's going to go, yeah, he's going to go and hang out.
uh-huh,
He's going to come home and he's going to tell me all about the craziness that happened that night
uh-huh,
or that night before. And, you know, and so be it. I don't necessarily think you have to change the group of friends that you're hanging out with.
mm.
Just because I'm married and those guys are not married. Uh, I know some people think about, you need to hang out with like-minded folks and but
And
I
we
don't,
and
right.
we did.
And we
We
did.
we
We did.
changed our group. Like, well, Grizz was married, but Bruce wasn't. But we changed our group of friends to that we just started hanging out, especially as we got older, that we started hanging out with couples with kids, that people
Right.
who had common interests with us.
Right.
So it wasn't like we was really hanging out with single
No,
people
but
anymore.
again, this was younger in our marriage,
Right, when we
right?
were
So
young.
so it was younger in our marriage, but as our marriage grew, as our family grew, as we because we were still learning each other and all of that good stuff.
Mhm.
So so over the years things will evolve into your friendships will evolve into different type of friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Not between the marriage, but I'm talking about the folks we're hanging out with.
Right. Like our single friends. Like
Right.
I had my
Right.
group of friends that I brought into our relationship. You had your group of
Right.
friends that you brought into the relationship.
Right.
Some of your group of friends were wild, were hot boys.
Birds of a feather, right? Birds of a feather.
Exactly.
That's what she's saying, right?
Right.
Birds of a feather flock
Right.
together. But, you know, I knew, just like some of her friends, now she may not agree with this, but I knew some of her friends weren't always what I would consider her friend, right?
What do you mean by that?
Now we'll that's a topic for another discussion.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, and so I would let her know. Okay, we'll talk about it. So I would let her know. Be careful. I don't think that person is your friend, as one would call a friend.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so over time,
Mhm.
that revealed itself,
Mhm.
and her question to me would be, "Well, how do you know? How do you know?" Well, you just get a vibe about certain people.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're both saying that you still need to keep your friends
Yes.
when you get married or into a
Yeah.
romantic relationship, so you shouldn't ghost them.
Right. Right. Just because my friend is not married,
Mm.
I decided to get married. My friend
Mm.
is not married. And what type of friend would I be if I say, "Hey man, I can't hang out with you anymore. You're not married." That doesn't make sense.
Okay, or what if you say, I can't hang out with you? You can't hang out with them as much because now you're in a marriage.
I think that's understood though.
Right, but some people don't understand that and their
Well,
feelings get hurt. They like, oh, she ghosted me now. She got a man, or he got him a little woman, or whatever y'all call it when the dudes talk. What do y'all say?
yeah.
Yeah, because
Because I mean, even as we were, when we were married, right, we would still go out with friends that were dating, not necessarily married, but
right,
they were dating,
they were in a
right?
relationship,
Right. They were
right?
in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so no, I don't think I'm going to give up my friends,
Mm-hmm.
especially a true friend,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh,
So what if your friend is like, I think you did. I think you did. I think you had realized, and we can say his name because he's no longer with us.
no, we're not saying names. We don't need to say
Oh,
names.
okay.
Thank
So
you.
okay, so I think you did subside. I mean, like you couldn't go out as much as they
Of
could
course not.
because you married.
Of course not.
But some married guys, they still think, okay, I still get to go out and party as much as I did when I was single because my group of friends are single. You know how like you would
Hmm.
go out every weekend
Hmm. I mean,
and they would go out like, hey Pete, you want to go out? And you're like,
right.
and I'm like, uh.
I don't think you were ever
I mean,
like,
I ain't say no, but I'm like, you,
no, but again, I don't.
because I'm trying to go out too.
No,
That's one thing. You got to get a like-minded partner because that's
but
the one good thing because we both like going out,
but I never,
so we could go out together.
I never
But not with his friends. I didn't
on
go
the,
out.
at the spur of the moment,
Yeah, that's true.
just on a, okay, it's a Friday night,
Uh,
9 o'clock at night. I decided to take a shower, put clothes on, and get ready to
right?
leave.
No.
No, I never done that.
Okay. True.
So no, my planning, well, my partying or hanging out with friends was always a planned, scheduled thing,
Okay.
right? Hey, this weekend, me and my friends are gonna go hang out. We may go to the club, or we just may go over to one of them homes and
Uh-huh.
just hang out, drink, play dominoes, play spades or
Okay.
whatever,
Uh-huh.
and have a good time at the house. Then what I do, I come on home and
Mhm.
the end of that night.
Okay, so the way to handle this situation without your friends feeling ghosted is you talk to your spouse or the person that you're in a relationship with days before, not that night,
Right,
and say, hey, I'm going out with Billy, Bobby, and Johnny.
right. But folks, I can't tell you
Well, that's
enough
uh-huh,
that communication, and more communication
uh-huh.
will probably solve 85, 95% of any potential issues that may come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if the person still doesn't want you to go out with your friends, then like, do you feel like
Then
you was asking permission or just telling me that?
no, 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 no. I was no, never felt like I was asking permission.
Uh-huh,
I felt like I gave you due respect and due time
uh-huh,
to say that, hey, are we doing anything as a husband and wife or as a family?
uh-huh.
You know, on that particular day or weekend. That's why I
Mm,
told you in enough time so
true.
that we can, you know, or now if you said no, no, I had planned to go out with such a, for us to go over so and so's house, or
Mm,
I had planned for us to do this on
mm,
that weekend. Well, the fact that you never communicated that to me, and it's the first time that I'm hearing about it.
mm,
So now I have a decision to make,
mm.
right? Okay, what? Well, wait, hold on. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner, right?
Right.
Well, that's kind of apples and oranges because now I'm picking. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
Right.
And that picking can potentially lead into an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've gotten my way.
Mm-hmm.
So
What you mean you got your way?
y'all saw that, right?
What?
Yeah.
That is an argument. So now you really just gonna go ahead and go out. Okay. And then the
But
curfew.
that it happens.
Right. Okay.
It happens.
Okay. So
I heard you
right.
mention a curfew. Did I heard you mention a curfew? Did I hear you mention a curfew?
But that's not the issue.
Did I hear you mention a curfew?
Yeah, because it's a curfew.
I was
Is
digging
it?
in. I was digging in my pocket for my house keys. I know I have keys to my own home,
Okay,
but
but right, but still, you're supposed to come in
at a respectable.
a, a
At,
respectable time.
right,
Correct. That you're supposed to
right,
come in, and
right.
so like, and see, I think that
I
becomes
am
an
not going to
issue.
let the sun beat me home.
Has it ever beat you, huh?
Ah,
That's another story. My
yes,
son brought that up
yeah.
yesterday about that. That was just one time.
Like, Dad, you remember when you slept in the car? Yeah, I remember, son. I remember. Yeah,
Because we didn't communicate.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
And you was probably out with Bruce and them. I don't know who you was out.
I
I'm
don't
just making up a
remember. I
name.
don't remember.
You don't
But
remember?
no, I think I was out with a group of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, a group of guys. Yeah.
Uh,
But whatever.
oh, okay. Okay.
Many moons ago. Many
Right.
moons ago.
Right. Right. A long, 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 long time ago. Okay.
Long,
So
long, long.
again, so we have determined that if we communicate effectively and give due notice, that you still want to go out with your friends, or then it's okay. You just can't drop it at the last minute.
Right.
Like when you were
Right.
single,
Right.
but even when you,
Dropping anything at the last minute
yeah,
is what causes problems.
yeah. Don't stop
Right.
making
So,
plans with your
right.
friends and put your romantic. And some
Right.
people do it, but I think people need to know, like, especially when you're in a brand new relationship, or especially when you and your marriage is brand new, you want to spend time with that person
Right.
more than you want
Right.
to spend time with your friends, or
Right.
you should want to, and
Right.
then you slowly go back to your friends. And I think your
Right.
friends should understand that, oh yeah, Sherry just got married, so she want to be with her man,
Right.
or oh,
And
the,
most times when
uh,
you just getting married, or newly married,
mm,
um, most times your spouse have a pretty good feel of who your friends are.
yeah,
So they a pretty good feel and a pretty good level of trust in your friends.
mm,
That okay, yeah, his friends. I know they're wild, but no, they're not going to do anything crazy.
right,
So
yeah. So I did know his friends, and I did know one of them would do something crazy, but I trusted
right,
that he would. And I had a little wild girlfriend. Well, I
yeah,
had a couple of wild friends too.
yeah.
That
Okay, all this is not going to make it, is
yeah,
it?
I
Okay,
want at least 10. Yeah, yeah. So I had a couple of little friends who were a little wild, and so they might have been saying I was the wild one. You know how everybody say the other person is the wild one,
yeah.
huh?
Hmm.
Okay.
So fans, we'll end with,
Uh,
at least I will end with,
mhm,
you'll hear me say in every episode,
mhm.
communication, 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 communication. Uh, if you're not if you're
Communication.
not communicating, right, you're gonna find some problems.
effective communication, meaning I'm sending you a message, you're receiving the message, because we still have
Okay.
to. That's what effective
No,
communication
we're gonna
is.
have a one-way conversation. No, I'm
Right,
just
but some
joking.
people do, and you like when you like, I don't want to hear you, because we still,
Yeah, we still have those type of conversations as well.
right.
But okay, I think we're just kind of rambling at this point.
Oh,
But
okay.
but
So,
but yeah, communicate, communicate, and communicate.
okie dokie. So, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.
Shoots, brah.